Shalom, Kol Haloi Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Wakar, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the Apostle Great Millstone and the others who were well. Peace and blessing to the elect. Salutation and honor to the Akim that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. And I'm going to title this video, World War III will happen. World War III will happen. You know, because that peace talk I've been hearing too much about lately, about how Donald Trump, how already worked out a peace deal before he got in office. You know, they're going to set up a plan, you know, even if Joe Biden start the war, you know, Trump will prevent the war and there will be peace. I'm telling you, man, there ain't gonna be no peace. You know, we are right now in a time of war. You know, not a time of peace, but a time of war. And the rumors of war that we have been hearing lately about, you know, in the news media, about, you know, Russia, you know, shoot backfiring missile at Ukraine, you know, because Ukraine shoot a missile at Russia, you know, or all them proxy war that's going around the Middle East, you know, and China circling around Taiwan. All these things happening, and Fresh now talking about, you know, on working with Ukraine, you know, to escalate the war with Russia. All these things we're hearing about, man, you know, all these rumors of war is going to turn into a major action, because now there ain't gonna be no more talk, you know, but taking action, taking on. There's no such thing as peace, man. You know, there is no such thing as peace in the time we're living in right now. Peace will only happen once when Yahushua come back to put an end to all of this, man. There ain't gonna be no peace. World War III will happen, as mentioned in the scripture. Because he mentioned in Revelation chapter 9 verse 12, when he says, one war is past, and behold, there come 2 wars more hereafter. You see, one war is past, and behold, there come 2 more war hereafter. You know, so why is that 2 more war that's gonna come hereafter? Because there was World War I. You know, that took place on 1916, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, that started maybe like on 906 or 916. You know, I don't remember when World War I started, but there was World War I, and it happened, and it took place. The whole world got involved. The whole entire world got involved. At first, it started as a proxy war, and then it escalated to a big one. You know, and then what ended up happening after? A second war took place. You know, second world war happened, and the whole world got involved once again. Nobody was safe, man. The whole world was at war. You know, and then was the third one. The third one haven't arrived yet, but it will come very shortly. And that is World War III. You know, World War III, and it amazes me how so many of you people out there, especially those of you we know who are so proud, who have that pride in your heart about your country, thinking that America, you know, who is Babylon the Great, thinking that this country will never be overtaken. This country is going to be taken, man, by Russia, China, and by every other nation around the world. You know, the start of a nuclear third world war will be the end of America. Once World War III happened, of course, the oil fighting chips is going to come. You know, the mark of the beast will be set in place. All this will happen simultaneously, you know, and there's still going to be a war. But eventually, you know, when the time do come for America to be taken down, she's going to get taken down, and it's going to happen during that third world nuclear war. Nobody is going to be safe here in Babylon. The only people that's going to be safe are the 144,000, you know, the elect men. They're the one that's going to be saved. Because why? Because they're going to be delivered into the chariot, to what the world called today UFO. They're going to be delivered in that chariot, man. And they're going to witness the great destruction of America. You know, World War III is going to happen. You know, Trump, it doesn't matter what Trump do now. You know, or that peace talk. Hell, the peace may last for a while, but eventually that peace is going to be broken. Peace ain't made to last. You know, you got people that talk about, oh, they're going to be peace forever and all that kind of stuff. Peace ain't made to last, man. Peace ain't made to last. There's always going to be war. You know, and right now, this war that's coming is going to be the last war that will end all war. You know, that battle will be, that battle that's coming, that brutal, bloody battle that's coming, is going to be the final battle that's going to end all battle. And it's going to happen during the Third World Nuclear War. And there's going to be a lot of great death. There's going to be a lot of great death, man. I'm telling you, man, there's going to be a lot of great death. So be prepared for what's coming. And then, of course, Revelation 11:14 says this too: the second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. The second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. You know, so the third war is, once again, that's in Revelation. It's talking about World War III. It's talking about World War III. You know, and it's happening right now. I mean, he haven't escalated, you know, into a major, you know, yet. That bubble hasn't really popped yet, you know, but it's gonna escalate into a major point. It's gonna get so big to the point where the whole world will have no other choice but to get involved in that Third World War. You know, and then they're gonna start drafting people. You know, they're gonna start drafting people, man. You know, and many of you are going to die in that war. Many of you are going to die in that war. You know, he said in Matthew 24, you know, when he says, for nation shall rise against kingdom, for nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's what's happening right now. Right now, nation are rising up against nation. America against America, and a NATO ally against Russia. Russia against the NATO. China against the NATO. You know, North Korea taking side. You know, joining Russia. Iran with Russia. You know, African with Russia. You know, many nations are going to take part of joining alliances to fight against their opponent, their opposing opponent. You know, but the thing about it is, you know, eventually they're all going, all the NATO allies that America have, eventually they're going to turn their back on America and join Russia to destroy America. And that's what's eventually going to happen. You know, that's what's going to happen, according to the scriptures. And there's going to be so much death on all sides, but America is the one that's going to suffer the heaviest casualty because of the missile that's going to be coming from every direction, from every other nation that have the capability, you know, to launch a nuclear missile. So yeah, they don't be too comfortable here in America. Don't think for 1 minute, for 1 second, that America is going to be safe and that there's going to be peace here on earth. No, there's not going to be peace. As the scripture says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come upon them as a woman travails with a child. And that's how bad, when he said woman travails with a child, I mean, you know, look at those women, man, in the video, you know, how they giving birth, you know, and why they birthing their child, but they are in pain. and the pain don't go away until that child come out. That's how it's gonna be with America. America is going to be in great disaster, man. And she's going to be tell me, America is going to be in for a rude awakening. And her pain is going to compass her about until the missile eventually finish her off, man. It's coming. There's not gonna be no peace. And even if Donald Trump managed to have bring peace to America, it does not mean that World War III is not gonna happen. It does not mean peace is gonna last forever. It's just gonna be a short peace, and then eventually America is gonna get rounded up and be destroyed by those nukes. Don't be fooled, man. And in fact, Donald Trump may be that very same person who decided to launch that nuke, who decided to start the war by launching that nuke first. You never know what could happen. Don't think for 1 second, man, that any president is gonna bring about peace. That we all in the time we're living in, man. When you think you're comfortable, when you think that everything's going good for yourself, and you look into the horizon and then you see the missile, that's when you're gonna realize, oh shit, that's when you're gonna realize that there have been a prophet amongst you, because many of people who are told about that coming nuclear war that's going to destroy America laugh at the servant of the Lord who was out there in the Howard Bower teaching it, man. Just like they did with Noah. When Noah talked about the oncoming flood that's going to flood the whole earth, nobody believed them. Just like how there are a lot of people right now who don't believe, in the word of the prophet of the servant of the Lord, man. That's out there in the highway prophesying about the coming destruction of America. And y'all, when y'all get comfortable, that is when you're gonna come. You definitely gonna get hit unexpectedly, man. As the scripture said, the Lord will come as a thief in the night, when the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, man, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The moment y'all get so comfortable on your surrounding and you think that you're finally at peace, that's when the great destruction is gonna happen. It's gonna, and then Warsaw will be right there at the border, launching them nuclear missiles from their submarine, from the silo, and many other nations are gonna follow right after Warsaw to shoot their missile here out America. It's gonna happen, man. We are already World War III. We're already at World War III. Like I said, we're already at World War III. It just have not escalated yet, but we're already at World War III. Back then, you would have never thought Russia would invade Ukraine, and look what's happening now. Look what's happening now, man. War will happen. War will never stop. According to prophecy, man, the war will continue on until Yahushua come back and put all this kingdom underneath his feet. There's going to be a third world nuclear war. Don't think, like I said, don't think for 1 second, don't think for 1 minute that World War III will never happen. It's going to happen. We are living in this era, man. And we are living in America's last kingdom, because the beginning of that nuclear war will mark the end of not only America, but the end of each of the so-called white man's rulership here on this earth. So we should rejoice at that when it happened. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Haloi, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakar, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone and the elders who will well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Citation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. So with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.